Hi there, my internet friends. How are you doing today? Story ideas. Fiction writers seem to fall into two camps. Those who have too many ideas and struggle to focus on one at a time, and the other side that really knows they want to write a book, but they can't seem to find an idea that really fits with their vision. So today we're talking about ideas. And if you're sitting there looking at a blank page, this might be for you. This video idea came courtesy of a YouTube commenter, so thank you so much for that. You know who you are. Firstly, let's have a quick chat about having too many ideas. I raise my hand here. I have that problem all the time. And an issue that's rarely talked about, but probably should be, is that as you get older, those ideas tend to waft away like smoke on the breeze. Honestly, do you remember my video that I did recently where I was talking about my death fairy story? And I even wrote a few ideas for the first 5 chapters on screen. I don't know how useful that video was to you, but for me, it was a gold mine. Because between making that video and this one, I still haven't started my death fairy story. And that brilliant idea was wafting away. My brain got filled with other stuff because life happens, and I had another book to finish first. And that right there is your main bit of advice about what to do if you have too many ideas and you're already in the middle of another project. Have a notebook, a voice recording, Post-it notes, if anything. I use my little Sunny here, and I've also just got a Applaud. I don't know about that yet. I might do a review on it if it proves useful, but yeah. But by doing that, you need somewhere to jot those ideas down. You're freeing up your valuable mind space to get your current project finished, because authors who expect to sell their books have to finish them first, and those ideas will be sitting waiting for you when you're finished, like a tempting box of chocolates or a bottle of wine or whatever rocks your boat, but you won't lose them. I finally finished writing my Hellhound Collar series book, and I've done all the stuff I needed to do with it ready for publication. At the time of recording this, I sent it to my editors yesterday, and my new release for June had just gone live. So yay, my death fairy story can finally have its chance to take center stage in my brain. But what if you're on the other side of the coin? What if you know you really want to write a book? You might even have some half-finished ideas jotted down in an old notebook somewhere, but when you drag them out, they just feel meh, you know. The excitement you felt when those ideas first surfaced has completely disappeared, leaving you with the urge to write a wonderful story, but with no idea of what to actually write. Now, sometimes starting with a blank page when it comes to ideas is actually the ideal. If you have a dozen different ideas all scattered around like dust orbs in your brain, and you're trying to find a way to bring them all together into one magnificent opus, chances are that's not going to happen. There's no starting point, no main central point that the other dust bunnies can orbit around. And I'm sorry, because I'm not suggesting for a second that your brain is dusty, but that's how I see potential ideas in my brain. An entire floor full of bunnies all doing their own thing, and none of them having any relationship to each other at all. So scrap the bunnies, wipe them clean. In the playground in your mind, find one focal point, just one. You already have a few basics sitting in the background there. You know you want to write a story, and it's probably going to be a book of some length that will be determined later. So you've got two basics. Next, think about. You thought I was going to say genre, didn't you? Because if you've been on this channel for a while, you know I'm very big about writing within a genre. And you could use genre as your next starting point, as that would give your ideas some direction. But for some writers, a genre feels restrictive. So think instead, what's the first idea that comes into mind? Now, this could be a character, it could be a place, it could be a quest, it could even be a tagline that's stuck in your head. In the case of my Death Fairy story, I started out with the character first. The name is still pending. I do have to determine that today if I want to start writing. But I could see the character in my mind with this bright, colourful tights. Incidentally, I wear tights like that every day. And his dark wings and his sunny and shiny personality. And then I expanded from there. My Death Fairy is going to be comfortable in a graveyard. So I expanded my thinking a bit and included that into my idea. Now, when I was a younger person who used to leave the house, graveyards fascinated me. I would love to read the headstones and imagine stories about the people who were laid to rest there. That's just me. Your setting could be a space station, an academic institution, a small town setting, or a mafia hideout. But your setting could very well be your first idea pin. And then you can expand your thinking from that to bring in the characters all coming, and, so that your characters and setting all come from that one point. You can just imagine something like a mafia hideout or something. And I don't know whether you're thinking about, big rooms and long tables and smoke hanging in the air and all these big men sitting around smoking cigars or whatever. But that would be your setting, would give you an idea about your characters. For my Death Fairy, and seriously, I need to name that guy, I could tell from his character that the story is going to be a grumpy sunshine. So that was another element to my story that's already been decided on. So what else? Now, this is going to sound random, but hear me out here. Recently, I spent a lot of time watching Rondell Design's channel here on YouTube. She's an Australian ceramics artist. And she hand makes little fairy houses and ceramic cat vases. I already have 2 of those cat vases and 2 more are on the way. But anyway, I thought, seeing as this guy is shunned by the people around him because he speaks to the dead, it would make sense for him to have a hobby, to take up his time. And I thought, why not have him make brightly coloured, chunky ceramic vases that he could fill with flowers to leave at unattended graves to give them a pop of colour. Perfect. That worked for me. It resonated with my interests and I thought it was cute. Your ideas are going to be totally different, of course. But if you let your mind just play, you can come up with some really fun ideas to write, or serious ideas. I mean, maybe you've always dreamed of going off on a quest, or maybe you've wondered what it would be like to live on an alien world, or perhaps you're somebody who watches a whole lot of like mystery stories and what have you, and then idly wondered what you'd do if you found a dead body on your doorstep. I could go on and on. There's so many different possibilities, but the idea is that you see that you take the one idea and then you let that idea influence what the next part of it is going to be and the next part of it, and so that it expands. When it comes to my Death Fairy story, for example, clearly it's going to be a romance because that's what I write. And given that I adore Grumpy Sunshine, then my other MC is going to be some brooding hunk with a dark and troubled past and, one of those abrupt attitudes. I mean, tropes are tropes for a reason. It's because readers enjoy them. And as an author, I do too. Now, you're probably writing in a totally different genre with a totally different idea, and that's all perfectly normal because we're all wired differently. So the basic is find your focal point. You just need one, whether it be a character, a setting, a genre, a trope, whatever, it doesn't matter. Then let your mind ripple out from that one fixed point and see where it takes you. And that's when you type chapter 1 and start to write. So what do you think? Are you one of those people who has a notebook of full of half-formed ideas as you work on the book you're supposed to be finished? Or are you someone who's got so many random thoughts, but you can't bring them into that one point to start writing? I'd really love to know what you think and how you operate in the comments below. One last tip I'll mention is to always have some kind of recording of device with you, because honestly, I have my best ideas when I'm washing the dishes, playing in my garage, or having a shower. You want to capture that idea before it gets buried under the clutter of your day-to-day life. But you let me know what it is you do. And perhaps you've got some tips for other people reading these comments, because that's always helpful as well. As for me, I post long-form content on Mondays and Thursdays, and on Saturdays I do a read-along with the author. I think I'm still reading The Unsuitable Prince, which is part of my Another Arranged Marriage series, but it'll be something. If you thought this was useful, please consider liking and subscribing. And apparently there's something called hype. So if you see that, apparently that helps boost the channel as well. I do love reading your comments, and I do answer every single one. So whether you love this or you hate this, just let me know, and I'll at least send you a smile. In the meantime, have a wonderful day, my friends. Keep writing. And remember that writing is supposed to be fun. Until next time, bye.